As Rajagopal stood in a trance in front of Kamachi Bhavan, the astrologer's words kept ringing in his head. You will prosper the day you venture into a line of work that involves fire. Years and years of poverty, unfulfilled ambition, rising debt, insecurity churned deep in his stomach. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe father was right. Maybe he should return to the village.
These were the questions that confronted me grimly, that rose before me to dreadful Himalayan heights.
Hi, my name is Vasanthi Hariprakash and you are listening to The Big Shots, Dosa King, a Spotify original produced by Sikhya Entertainment. An 8-part series based on the man behind Saravana Bhavan, one of the most iconic South Indian restaurants in the world. The story of P. Rajagopal, an epic drama about the exponential rise of his empire and the shocking murder scandal that led to his fall. We've combed through Madras High Court and the Supreme Court's judgments and orders, witness statements, numerous articles, and P. Rajagopal's biography spoken to those who know the story well, even those who were there when it happened. Certain scenes have been reconstructed for the show for dramatic purposes. We do not claim or infer authenticity connected to P. Rajagopal or any other person, living or dead. Join us as our protagonist jumps over obstacles, overcomes odds, and fights 1,000 battles as he lays the first brick in the foundation of his empire. Join us in this episode of The Dosa King. Episode 3. The Birth of Arnachi. Rajagopal had made up his mind. He would take over the struggling Kamachi Bhavan and run his own restaurant there. But there was a huge gulf between his dream and his reality. A gulf that only money could fill. One person who could help him was his brother-in-law. But he had already borrowed a lot of money from him to keep his store alive. And it didn't help that his brother-in-law was not too different from a moneylender in those old Tamil films.
Oh, look who's here. What, did you win a lottery or something?
I have not come to return the money, Rajan.
Then?
I need more money.
Hey, you don't have shame or what? Do you not know how much money already you have to return?
I am going to buy Kamachi Bhavan and start my own restaurant.
Restaurant? What the hell do you know about running a restaurant? You can't even able to run a store. Lord Murugan, give him some wisdom.
Okay, maybe the laughter is fictitious, but the scene, not so much. Even Rajagopal's biography, I Set My Heart on Victory, mentions that his brother-in-law gave him a difficult time. Rajagopal was broke and he was broken. He owed money to his brother-in-law, to his friends, and he had taken a loan from the bank. Fear had taken root. Fear of a failed life. Fear of an unachieved dream. Fear of a life of poverty.
Why so many tests and trials for me, Muruga? I am running a business in your name. I have built a building in your name.
How could he face Lord Murugan as a failure? How could he ask for anything when he himself had nothing to offer? That would be disrespectful. Vani had never seen this side of him. He was like a man possessed. As they descended into abject poverty, she stood by him, kept the family afloat.
Andy, your brother won't give us even 10 kgs of rice? Huh? I helped him set up that shop.
Paranga, maybe it's time to go back to the store. It's been 4 months, Leah.
But Vani knew that it was impossible to change Rajagopal's mind. Rajagopal was not just looking for money though. His begging bowl was not limited to banks and grocery stores. His thirst extended beyond the material. This was the time when another devotee of Lord Murugan was becoming famous in Madras, Swamigal Kripananda Warrior. He was a spiritual leader who came into prominence at the time when the atheist movement was running hot in the state of Tamil Nadu. Senior journalist G.C. Shekhar knows all too well the popularity that Warrior enjoyed.
The religious discourse in Tamil Nadu used to be dominated by the Brahmins. Kripananda Warrior, he was the only person who used to use Tamil scriptures. And then he started giving discourses in pure Tamil. He became extremely popular. Rajagopal adopted him as some sort of a godfather.
Warrior was exactly the glue that Rajagopal needed to keep himself together, a balm to soothe him from time to time. Rajagopal's biography repeatedly alludes to the profound role Warrior played in his life.
What ails you, Karna?
Swami, I'm deeply disturbed, Swami. I'm unable to provide for my family. And my own brother-in-law refuses to give me some rice for survival. What should I do, Swami?
Then why do you call him your own? Do you realize who is truly your own? One must give up the illusory bonds of relationship with those who are close to us because of accident of birth.
All my paths seem to be closed, Swami.
And what is that you truly seek?
A bright future for me and my family.
Then unbound yourself from the past, spiritually and materially.
Now his path was clear to him. He had to break from the shackles of his past. It was now or never, all or nothing. He remembered the day he had started it with so much hope. It was his only potential source of income. He sold Murugan stores. He had the money to start his restaurant. He was nervous, but he was excited. And now he had the courage to face Lord Murugan again. As he touched his head to the feet of the Lord and ate the holy prasadam at the Tiruthanni Murugan temple, it came to him. The name
Saravana Bhavan.
Rajagopal took off. He went from one restaurant to another, talking to owners, seeking counsel, asking for guidance. He came across an advertisement in the paper which had names of several companies congratulating various hotel owners as a goodwill gesture. He noted down their addresses. One such company was a kitchen equipment company called ARV Industries.
Think well and act. But first, you need a good manager who will arrange for workers and help you start your business. And then you will need a good vendor who supplies good quality products to your restaurant.
The owner of ARV Industries recommended a person whose name literally means the ultimate weapon of Lord Murugan. When Rajagopal heard the name, he couldn't help but think of the astrologer. It seemed like the stars were aligning for him. 14th December 1981. 23 years after a young boy left his tiny village with no bus stops, he had reached his most significant milestone. He had lit the fire. "6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Kitchen to the dining hall and back to the kitchen. Saravana Bhavan had taken over his life. He worked tirelessly to make sure that every customer gets the best dining experience, the best quality food, and the best quality service. But don't confuse him for an ordinary hardworking guy. He was way ahead of his times, an absolute maverick. Business journalist Sangeeta Kandavel tells us about his unique hiring policy.
Another good thing about him is he's a wonderful HR manager. He does a SWOT analysis very well before he hires a person, and he also understands where he needs to deploy a person. He told me that a guy who is very tall and a guy who has a very long hand can make dosas very easily in a very big kitchen.
It was not just Rajagopal who was working hard though. There was another person who was putting in as much work behind the scenes. The backbone of Saravana Bhagat.